What's up, everybody? Got a lot of projects to do today on a 2010 Ford Fusion. It's got a 3.0 liter V6 in it. I have to do the tune-up, which means I have to pull the intake system off, which means I have to replace the intake gasket, retorque everything. I also have to do the serpentine belt, front brakes, and bleed the brakes. So stay tuned. I'm going to probably separate these videos up, so if you want to watch all of them for different projects, you can. Hopefully you enjoy. See you when I get there. First things first is double check the gaps on all the new plugs. It's supposed to be 0.054 on the 3.0 liter V6. So make sure you do that. Next thing I'm going to do is unplug the battery, do the front three, and then get to the intake manifold. Alright, so I looked at some stuff online, but it hasn't been similar to what this car looks like. This is a 2010 3.0 liter, so I'm just going to go over everything that I'm about to do, and then I'm going to shoot it. So first thing I'm going to do is remove all the little plugs that are plugged in. This one here, you pop the red thing out and you clip and push on the clip here. Remove that. Next thing is remove the intake filter manifold here. Not the manifold, excuse me, the inlet. So this is going to pop out. I'm going to actually leave the sensor manifold, mass airflow sensor on the intake manifold, because I'm going to lift it up going this way, and this is a nice surface here. I can lean everything onto it. It's not going to hurt anything. Next thing up, I'm going to remove all the, looks like they're 5/16 of a bolt here, and remove everything here. And remove some of the harnesses here so everything's kind of clear and out of the way, and then it should be pretty straightforward. But before I do anything, all the dirt that's built up here, I'm just going to take the compressor and blow it away so it doesn't, don't risk getting that into the engine. Stay tuned! Okay, so after removing this guy from the back side and the harness, which is right here from this clip here, you see how that goes right there, removing that from there, and I released the fuel line, which is in the front here. So I thought that I was going to be able to stretch this around, but clearly not. So I popped the fuel line off, so be careful when you do that. Next up, I'm going to cover the inlets here on the manifold so nothing gets in there, and I'm going to do the tune-up. So here we go. Just going to cover that like this. Perfect. Okay, so plugs are back in. Now I'm about to replace the gasket. My gasket came with all of these little individuals, but it looks like this is the one that is being used on this intake. Now, don't cheapen out on this. You're in there with the gasket, replace the gasket, even though it looks like it may be in good shape. Just make sure you do it anyways, because it's only a couple bucks more and a few more minutes of time. So I'm going to pull this out here. You can tell this is definitely abused from the heat over 90,000 miles, but it's pretty good shape. Just a little bit dry, as you would think. All right. Okay, now that that's in, I'm going to start to install it, put everything back in reverse. So here we go. Okay, everything's hooked back up and gonna restart. Okay, moment of truth. Alright, sounds really nice, really smooth.
Jump to 3. Come on, forward. The hour.
Sounding pretty good. Make sure there's no vacuum leaks from messing with the lines. Everything sounds good. Fuel line is secured. This thing's ready to go. Doing a quick test run. Air conditioning's nice and cold. Engine's really smooth. No engine lights, thank God. So, looks like we were successful. Just so you guys know, on the torquing of the intake manifold, it's a 7.4 foot-pounds of torque. So if you're confused by finding that, that's the spec on it. Talk to you guys. Till next time.